Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today we are going to talk about what is that moon doing over the course of the next 2 weeks. I will timestamp the week separately so you can go back and review easily if you want to next week for what's going on. So this is going to cover the time frame of July 6th through the 12th, and then the week of July 13 through the 19th. And we're going to kind of just catch our breaths, right? We've just come off with a really tough eclipse season. There were 3 in a row. The energy has been, it's just so much fun and challenging, right? So I'm going to get you, I got you, an overall message for the week. No? Wait, hold on. No, it's just the top one. Okay. Oh, all right. I think it is both, and this is why. I think this is the energy you're moving out of, is this 3 of Swords energy, because we have the 9 of Cups energy, and that makes so much sense. This eclipse was about letting crap go. In a very large, huge cycle. I'm actually going to do a video next week. That's going to be okay, so the eclipse season has happened. What do we do now? So we'll kind of go through that in more detail for you. So be looking for that. Those will come out on Monday. Look at this. We've got the 9 of Cups coming after that heartbreak. And so that is the releasing and the letting go. This eclipse season, the cycle of Cancer and Capricorn wrapped up on the 5th. And what happened with that was that it completed a cycle that started 35 years ago for some of us. And so it is that completion of that, and now it's new energy. It's a new opportunity to go after what we really want. To make your wish. Make your wish. What do you really want to have moving forward in your life? There is a lot of opportunity for review coming up. With so many planets in retrograde, but on the 12th this week, Mercury goes direct. And so Mercury will be direct, Venus is direct, Mars in Aries, it's energy. And so Mars in Aries is good because it gives you the energy and the effort and the motivation to move forward. These eclipse that just completed should also supercharge you, wanting to get things done, things finally starting to move. Mercury going direct will also do that. Mars in Aries can be feisty, so watch out, because we still have Mercury in Cancer this week in retrograde, and then going direct. It does not matter. People are going to be speaking their emotions, and so it can be a little feisty, it can be a little tough, some energy, but it also gives you the energy and the ability to tap in where you're usually a little reticent to say things, where you kind of hold back a little. You might be more willing to speak up and speak your mind. And so that is some good stuff. That is kind of the way you want to go with it. This is kind of the energy that we kind of need to really push ourselves forward here. So, all right, let's get into this. I'm going to do my level best to keep these kind of short so that I can record the ones for next week today also, because I'm going to take a much needed break. I'm going to take a week off. I'm going to be working at my other job, the one where I actually make, pay the bills. And then I'm going to go celebrate my birthday and go kayaking and lay on a beach and hang out with a couple friends. And so a lot to get done in a short amount of time here. So we walk into this week with that moon getting into Aries at 6:08 in the morning. So, like that energy of the eclipse will have effects for the next 6 months, but the build up, the tension, that's going to release. And with this moon in Aries, it is an opportunity for you that's in a really comfortable aspect to be a little more up in your head. There's a little more group activity going on, a little more opportunity to communicate about what you really want to communicate about. Wow, you have so many cards. All right, so the moon in Aries is asking you to do a couple of things on Monday and Tuesday. It is asking you to do some self-reflection about what brings the joy and the pleasure into your life. There has been a real emphasis in all of the signs over the past few months that we need to tap into our inner child, that we have been working too hard, that we are not having enough fun in life. And so this moon, oh gosh, Chiron is in your sign. Chiron is the wounded healer. It's around 9 degrees right now. It's going to go retrograde here on the 12th, on the 11th. And so, that's going to go over some stuff. So at least there's no new wounding coming up, but I imagine that, I know for me, the power of this moon build up to it the last few weeks has just stirred up some stuff for me. And so those feelings, those okay, where are my values? What's important to me? In groups, in group activities, where do I fit in? Where's the joy? Where's the pleasure? How am I contributing to the good stuff in my life? And what can I release? Release. This eclipse is all about letting crap go. What can you do to release what no longer serves you, to bring the joy in? You have the divine physician, Archangel Raphael. Thank you for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. So oftentimes when we are stressed out, we do things that are maybe not in our best interest. Maybe we have that extra cigarette, or we shop, or we overeat, or we just want to sleep. And right now, sleeping is not necessarily a bad thing. There's a lot of downloads coming, but are you getting enough physical exercise? And so take a look at what is going on in your life and where can you improve even a small movement forward. This eclipse really invited us to reevaluate our lives and look for where we can create new beginnings that really stick. We have 6 months to really work on them and really make them stick. And so you have space clearing. Oh, that's for another one. All right, we'll get to that. You have space clearing. So, take the time to look at your life and see where you can heal yourself. What is going to bring in the joy after this heartbreak that you've had, right? Okay, so on Tuesday, you also may find yourself feeling very scattered. So bringing in the energy and breathing into it and breathing your way through it will be very beneficial. On Wednesday, the moon is going to move into Pisces at 2:13 in the afternoon. Mercury is squaring Aries. Squaring Mars in Aries. This is the part where people are going to be, road raging and stuff. So again, I really want to encourage you to watch that, especially because Aries rules your sign. But look at, you have such great cards. So the energy of the moon in Pisces for you. This is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It is about finding the balance, finding the beauty in your life, understanding that you are resilient, that what you decide to cut out of your life will promote growth, will bring in the joy and the happiness that you are seeking. You have here positivity, communication, and dreaming. Positivity, communication, and dreaming. Boy, there we go. So beautiful. These are the mermaid cards that I used for the personal messages. Oh, hit the thumbs up, please. I appreciate you appreciating my time and my energy, but also I really want to encourage you to at least leave me an emoji or a message, because you will go in the drawing for a personal message being pulled for you when I get to the mid-month of Leo. I just did it for the mid-month of Cancer, so check out those videos if you haven't had a chance. They came out last week, and everybody was on holiday, so I don't know how much people had an opportunity to look at, but I will link those below. So on Saturday the 11th and the 12th. Saturday is 11th, and then the 12th is Sunday. We have the moon in Aries. It gets there at 1:06 in the morning. So now we have the moon in Aries. We got Mars in Aries. There's a lot of emotional energy being stirred up. That square point with Mercury is still holding pretty much, because as Mercury is slowing down to go direct, which it goes direct on the 11th, it goes direct right around 5 degrees, 6 degrees, 5 degrees something. So that energy all week of really needing to take a deep breath, and so we have space clearing. This is where the space clearing came in. It says the appearance of this card is a serious sign that space clearance is immediately needed. Environmental space or personal space could be affected. And so, sorting through your stuff, what is of value to you and what can be released and let go of, using that energy of the moon. But this could be emotional space. This could be those things that you've been wanting to say. You have the ability to say them. I would again encourage you, though, to select your words, because at this space, this is about the wisdom. This is about the wisdom that's going on in our life. This is about understanding where we are right now and what we're going to do with the knowledge and the information that was gathered by the fistfuls over the course of the last 6 weeks while we were in eclipse season. There was so much happening, right? It was really hard to miss what was happening. And most people were like, oh my gosh, this energy, when is it going to end? Well, the eclipses happened, and so that really aids the energy in being released. But now you're being asked to physically remove something from your life, either by getting words out that need to be spoken, making space in your life to bring in something that's important to you. If you're trying to bring in a relationship, clearing space in your closet will help you to also do that. All right, let's move into the next week. So this is for the week of the 13th of July through the 19th. Mercury's finally direct. I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that. It's been beating me up. And I don't think I'm the only one. I don't think that's special for me, but being a Cancer, there was a lot of oof. Okay, so what do we have going on? You're being asked to start counting your blessings. So Sunday, if you have a chance to sit down and do this, but I really want to encourage you. We're at a new start, right? The energy has really cleared out and we get to start moving forward. And the best way to start moving things in the direction you want is to start keeping a gratitude journal. And I know I talk about this a lot, but apparently I'm not really good at it because Spirit's been talking to me an awful lot about it lately. And so I actually went and I bought a notebook special for that. So I sit down now and find time every day to write out a 1-page worth of what I'm grateful for. It's not that hard to fill it up, but I stop at 1 page because that's the decision I made. You can write 1 sentence. That could be the decision you make, right? Okay. The other thing you could do is in the morning in the shower. You could just simply say what it is that you are grateful for. You don't have to write it down, but there's something about writing it down that feels like a real commitment to bringing ourselves into the next level of understanding what it is that we are saying, and that allows for channeled information to come through when you sit down and you write something out. So on Monday the 13th, the moon is going to move into Taurus at 1:34 in the afternoon, and this is very grounding energy. And when I was pre-shuffling the decks and I picked up this deck, it was like, oh, I could breathe. And so I have a feeling we're really going to feel that sense of that. I really want to encourage you to understand that this, whatever it is that you were asked to release with all these eclipses, whatever you were asked to release with that space clearing card that you had at the end of the previous week here, you are being protected. You are being protected through this process. And so being grateful for the protection as you release, as you figure out and discern what needs to be released. You have 2 cards that came out for it. Okay, so, wow. All right, so you have the parrot. The parrot says, listen intently to understand. When I see the parrot, I also kind of think of gossip. So watch out for that. Watch out for repeating things that you don't know for sure are factual. There is a lot of energy outside of what the moon is doing that has got, it's Pluto. It's what Pluto and Jupiter are doing up there in Capricorn. They are creating a lot of, if you go out and you look in the night sky right now, you can see Jupiter big and huge. Well, they're in conjunction, and Pluto is hiding behind Jupiter. And so there's a lot of things you can't see, you can't know. So information will be coming to light eventually. It's not right now. So be careful about what it is that you are repeating do your research on that, and listen so you can understand what other people are trying to say, so that you get the understanding, so you know how to process it and use it. And you have the great squirrel, find new ways of problem solving. And again, that could be the listening, right? As you're listening to what people are saying, and you're sifting through the information, you might get some really good ideas. So listen intently. And I also want to say, listen intently to your higher self, to your intuition, to the random little signs that you get along the way. That, okay, so like one day I'm driving down the freeway, and I was like lost in thought, and I look up and there's a big sign and it's got Jesus on it. It says, "Are you on the right road?" And I thought, I've never seen that before, so I'm gonna go with no. I had missed my turn off. I had to turn around and go back. So stuff like that. So really paying attention to the literal signs and also the signs in your head. And again, you should not drive without paying attention. Okay, so the moon is going to move into Gemini at 1:19 in the morning on Thursday the 16th. It'll be there through the 17th. This is actually some pretty nice energy, all things considered, with the communications aspect of things. So making some really nice aspects to Chiron, the wounded healer, and to Mercury and Venus. And so, not Mercury, but Venus. And so there is some real opportunity for some more gentle understanding as you figure out what it is that you are resisting. What do you need to push through? What do you need to surrender over to the divine timing to loosen the control? This eclipse season was really about learning to surrender, like learning to give away the, how do I put this? We're being asked to decide what we want. We are being asked to ask for what we want, but we are being asked to release the control over how it is the Spirit brings it to us. We are being asked instead to look for the road signs and the intuition and listen to your higher self for the guidance to take you there. So not saying it has to be done this way, but saying this is where I want to end up. Would you please help me to get there in the best way possible? That's what we were asked to do. So you have the duck. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. You have support all around you. Boy, oh boy, the lighting. I am so sorry. I am challenged by the lighting because there we go, I guess. It's a duck. It's a duck. All right. And I don't want to say duck. I'm saying it's a duck, duck, goose. Try to understand that you are, oh, you're being patted on the head. That's why they showed me duck, duck, goose. Okay, so they're there. You are surrounded. When you play Duck, Duck, Goose, you sit in a big circle and someone walks around, you have a lot of help around you. You have a lot of help around you. Oh, that's really cute. Okay, so again, tapping into the inner child energy, really important. All right, so now the moon is going to move into Cancer on Saturday the 18th and be there Sunday the 19th. And actually, when we get to the next week, we have a new moon in Cancer again. And so that's really like a big change energy there. This next 2 weeks, we have everybody's in retrograde, pretty much. And so all the big planets are, this is, and Chiron is. And so it's an opportunity to really consider a review of our lives. And so this season was really about letting stuff go to create space for the new to come in. So finding peace with the situation, finding the peace and preparing for this new beginning that is coming in. And so you have single-mindedness. Choose your own path and what is best suited for you. So again, what do you want? What do you want? And then ask for it. And then be grateful. Notice with gratitude the synchronicities in your life, the help that you're being surrounded. You're being given so much right now. And so it doesn't necessarily feel like it. And that's why the gratitude thing in practice becomes so important, because when you start looking for it, you start seeing it. It's kind of like when you hear a word and you never heard before, and all of a sudden you hear it everywhere. When you start counting your blessings, you start noticing your blessings everywhere, and this raises your vibrational energy, which allows you to be more in tune with your intuition, which allows you to see the synchronicities and to figure out where it is you're supposed to go next and what it is you're supposed to do. And so your Nine of Cups card says, I open my grateful heart to the gifts that are coming my way. Open yourself up to receive the abundance that is coming your way, the single-mindedness. You pick what you want and then ask for it. And then be sure to start counting those cups of blessings. I open my grateful heart to the gifts that are coming my way. It is a 2-week period to catch our breaths, to really work through and let things go and get ready for the new start that's coming when we hit that new moon in Cancer on the 20th, as we move into Leo season on the 21st. Lots going on. All right, I will see you back here next week. Be sure to leave me a comment so you can be in the drawing for the mid-month special card pull. And you guys take care of yourselves. It looks like you have a lot of good things headed your way. So take care. All right, we'll talk soon.